Alright guys, welcome to a brand new series. What if Piccolo was the main character? I'm excited for this one. I hope you're excited too. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Peace out. We cut to Piccolo versus Goku during the tournament. The Tenkaichi Budokai. Piccolo in this Ultra time will be able to dodge Goku as he was flying at him. He tried to beat him the same way he beat his father. Piccolo would look down at him and begin to charge the Ki Blast as Goku's friends surrounded him. Piccolo would say, "I'm not going to kill you, and I use too much energy. Your friends would get me." But something seemed off about it. It seemed like he could kill Goku, so why was he lying? Goku read this and realized Piccolo was different from his father. Piccolo then decided to step out. And after that, everything would play the same. But Goku in this timeline and the rest of the Z Fighters would know that there's something in Piccolo, something different. Eventually, the Raditz thing would play out just like in canon. But Piccolo, as he took Gohan and began to train him, this time would open up a bit more. As one night after training, Gohan would look at Piccolo and say, "You know, you're not that bad. You're a little grumpy, but honestly, you're not really that bad of a person." This shocked Piccolo. Gohan would say these things just like in canon, but this time, just like in canon, it made Piccolo's heart melt. Piccolo looked at him and say, "Just go to bed." And as he went to bed, Piccolo looked down to Gohan and say, "I promise I'll always protect you. You are my first friend that I ever had." Kami would be watching this. It would be modern Piccolo. He could feel that his heart was changing. He could feel that he was no longer the man he used to be. Eventually, though, time would come as the Saiyans would arrive. As the Saiyans arrived, so did the Z Fighters, as they were all prepared to fight by Piccolo. Piccolo, the son of the Demon King, now their ally. Well, they didn't have much time to think about it. As they fought Cyber, these green little men were easily disposed of. As Nappa looked at them all, "Not bad. It's funny having a green man fight other green men." Piccolo would look at Nappa and say, "Whatever you say. You're lucky I can't kill you yet. You're gonna tell us about these Dragon Balls, and once we get immortality, we'll rule the universe." Piccolo and Nappa and Vegeta would begin to banter, but nothing really would come of it. Just normal Dragon Ball insults. Eventually, the time would come, as Nappa would try to kill Gohan. In this timeline, instead of jumping in front of the way, Piccolo stretches out his arm, grabs Gohan, and pulls him back at the last second, saving him. Gohan would begin to pant and shake, scared. Piccolo would say, "Look, Gohan, you're lucky I saved you." As then he would smile, "But you're gonna have to pull your own weight, okay, kid? I believe in you. You just gotta believe in yourself. You're strong. One of the strongest people I've ever seen. And your potential is amazing. You just gotta believe in that potential. Believe in yourself, Gohan, because I know you can do it. I've seen it for myself." Gohan looked up at Piccolo and began to smile as he nodded. As soon Goku would arrive, jumping down at the scene. Kami was shocked because he felt like Piccolo was supposed to die. He was supposed to die, but something changed. What changed? Was it him liking Gohan? What happened? The story, it just altered. As Goku arrived, he would begin to fight Nappa, just like in canon, as Goku humiliated Nappa, then threw him onto the floor, as Vegeta would then kill him. As Piccolo and the rest were ready to fight, Goku would say, "Go home, all of you. And Piccolo, thank you for looking after my son. I could tell you weren't really a bad guy. You were just misunderstood. Take care." Piccolo would say, "What are you talking about? We're gonna fight him with you." "No. He's too strong. Now go." Piccolo would sigh, wanting to stay, wanting to fight, but he was right. Even though Piccolo would have trained harder in this timeline, he was still no match for Vegeta. Piccolo then decided to take his leave, but before he could, he said, "Could you teach me that Kaioken technique?" Goku would look at Piccolo and say, "Yeah." As Piccolo went off with the rest of them, things would play out as in canon until Gohan and Krillin joined in. This time, Piccolo would intervene with them. As Great Ape Vegeta was squishing Kakarot, Vegeta began to laugh. "Time to die, Kakarot." But suddenly, Vegeta would hear giant footsteps behind him. As he says, pick on someone your own size. He looked and saw Piccolo, giant. So you could turn giant. You didn't do that earlier. So that must not increase your power. When I turn big, it increases my power 10 times. You don't stand a chance. Piccolo would say, shut up. As then he would punch Vegeta, and Vegeta would punch him. Great Ape Vegeta would begin to beat up Piccolo. As Vegeta let go of Goku, Piccolo began to distract them, as Krillin began to sneak up behind Vegeta and charge a Destructo Disc. And as he threw it, Piccolo would grab onto Vegeta, holding on to him with all of his might, with all of his power, as suddenly it was cut off. Vegeta would shrink down to his normal size, as Piccolo would go back to his normal size too. Vegeta was badly hurt, and Piccolo looked at him, with Krillin and Gohan charging at Vegeta. Vegeta would still be able to fight, however, so it wouldn't be a super easy battle. As Piccolo and Gohan went at Vegeta with everything they had, Vegeta went at them. Vegeta was far stronger, but he was injured, but so was Piccolo and Gohan. Even though it was close, the tides were turning, and it was not in their favor. Vegeta was winning. Goku would then charge the Spirit Bomb, as he would give it to Krillin. Krillin would throw it at Vegeta, but Vegeta would dodge it, and would go straight towards Piccolo. Everyone was shocked. Goku knew it couldn't hurt. Would this work? Sure, Piccolo's a good guy now, but would he be good enough for this to work? Piccolo bounced back the Spirit Bomb as it hit Vegeta. It was enough to injure him critically as he began to crawl towards a space pod. Piccolo went over, about to kill him, but then Goku would talk to him. Don't do it! Piccolo looked confused. Goku, is that you? Yeah, Piccolo. Please, spare him. Piccolo would be hesitant. He may have turned good, but he was just told to be bad by his father. He wasn't pure evil like this guy. Piccolo would say, why would I spare a man like him after everything he's done? Him and his partner even tried to kill your own son. Goku would say, please don't. I know it's selfish, but I want to fight him again someday. Piccolo would then sigh. As then he let him go. Vegeta would look at him and say, that's the biggest mistake you ever made. As then Vegeta would be launched off in his space pod. Piccolo would sigh, and he remembered Nappa, how he called him an alien. Piccolo would want one thing and one thing only, to visit planet Namek. Now, with the Dragon Balls, they'll be able to bring back most people, but there are a few who have already died before, like Chaozu. As the spaceship landed with Bulma and everyone in it, they would begin to talk, and Goku would explain how Piccolo helped. Bulma was still scared of Piccolo, but Piccolo would walk up to her and say, hey, can you make a spaceship for me to go into Namek? Bulma would say, what? It's my home planet. I want to see it. Gohan would look and say, I want to go too, but Chi-Chi would obviously be against that. As Chi-Chi would yell at Gohan, Bulma would say, look, I know you helped us and all, and I would love to help you, but I don't think we can. But then they would hear Kami's voice. Actually, I have a good idea. The space pod's still intact. We can reverse engineer that. Bulma then would agree, as they gathered the Dragon Balls and wished back their dead friends. Well, most of them anyway. Piccolo then got ready. It would take Bulma a couple days to get the space pod working, but since Piccolo was going alone, he really didn't need anyone. Before he left, however, he would hug Gohan, seeing him in the hospital as he was with his dad. Goodbye, my friend. Gohan, you're the first friend I ever had. I hope you're not the last. Piccolo would smile, as Gohan would smile with him too. Goku would say, Piccolo, I knew you weren't a bad guy when you spared me. Oh, shut it. I might change my mind. Goku would then suddenly laugh, because, well, Piccolo was able to bounce back the Spirit Balls, so it's not like he had a lot of evilness in him, so it was obviously a joke. Piccolo would laugh too. Oh, I can't even scare people anymore. Piccolo would then walk away, as he would get into the space pod that Bulma made working again, and begin to launch it off to Namek. As he launched it to Namek, he would hear King Kai talk to him. Hello, who is this? I am King Kai. Once you reach Namek, I can teach you the Kaioken. It'll be hard since I'm teaching you verbally instead of showing you, but I think you can learn it. After all, Goku is a quick learner. If you're anything like him, you'll be just fine. Piccolo would say, I'm nothing like him because I'm better. King Kai would say, oh, well, I guess we'll see about that. But as Piccolo headed to Namek, he didn't know something was going on. He had no idea that Frieza was about to invade the planet. Piccolo just wanted answers about his people, where he came from, and he wanted to visit the planet where his race was from. But little did he know that Piccolo was going to have to save it. And that is where we're going to leave things off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Peace out. Love you all.